What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we're taking a look at the DLC number 3 called Supremacy for Advanced Warfare. We got the trailer, but today we're going to be breaking it down and pointing out some cool things about this DLC and some of its features. So we've got 4 brand new maps. Unfortunately, there is no new weapon. There's 4 brand new maps, but no weapon. There's a new zombies experience, of course, and there is actually a remade map from Modern Warfare 2. One of these maps is a remake of Highrise from Modern Warfare 2. So that's obviously really cool, and I'll show you guys exactly which map that is later on in the video when we get to it. But first, let's take a look at the multiplayer maps. We've got Kremlin, which is of course set in Russia, which is like the Russian parliament, I believe, and this is a very kind of basic map, very colourful, not really too much to say about it. The dynamic features seem to be this kind of mounted minigun, which is on one of the bridges, and there's also a cool dynamic feature, which I think is the map specific score streak, which allows you to use these IMS systems, which are on some part of the map, and they actually set off this little grid, which if you walk into it, they're obviously going to act very similar to the IMS did in past Call of Duty games, which is cool. Then we have Parliament, which is set on London, which is really cool to see, a place where I actually live myself, and you can see Big Ben, you can see very iconic in the heart of London right there, and it seems to be set partly on this kind of like carrier warship, which is set in the River Thames, and you can see Big Ben, which is like on fire there, you can see Parliament being blown up, and there seems to be a very special map score streak, which allows you to rain down fire from this kind of altered version of the missile strike, which has this like flaming heads up display, and it's a very weird score streak, and I'm assuming that's what you earn through the care package if you manage to earn it. So next up, we're going to move on to Compound. This is a very ordinary map, seems to be very similar to a firing range kind of testing area, and a lot of the announcements are going to be coming through the actual speakers. There's going to be a lot of people like Cormac and Gideon, which we can hear, who's going to be shouting stuff at you as you kind of move through and do certain things. He's going to be yelling at you to cap certain flags and check corners, which kind of like a Captain Price reference right there. But there's going to be a lot of yelling in this map, so I'm not sure if it's going to be very kind of easy to be able to hear what's going on. Probably going to be a lot of audio kind of pollution going on right here, just constantly yelling at you and these speakers going off all the time. But obviously your personal announcements like your care package, your kill streaks and stuff like that are still going to be coming through your radio to your headset. But that's going to be a very weird map, kind of small range, and seems like shotguns and SMGs are going to play out a little bit more favorably. Next up, we have the most important map to this map pack, and this is called Skyrise, which is a remake of Highrise. The name is pretty easy to remember, and this is a remake of Modern Warfare 2's Highrise. If you haven't played it, it was definitely one of the most fan favorite maps from that game, which is a very cool kind of feature to see in this map pack. And this is a remaster, so it doesn't look very similar, but of course these structures, the buildings, the line of sight, the objects like windows and barrels, they're all going to be the same. So as you can see right here, this is one of the inside spawns, which is all very similar. We've got that kind of top ledge, which is going to be very easy to get to now that you have exosuits. You can simply jump up to there. Normally you have to do a ton of like parkouring around cranes to get up there, but now you'll be able to jump up there with your exosuits. Of course, there's similar crane structures that we saw from the original map, which is still in the exact same place, and there's also this big explosive barrel, which again is still the same thing. You can stick a nade to it and that'll blow up just like it used to. There's of course the underground, you can see right there. There's a giant helipad and a lot of the similar features that you will expect, and this is cool to see a map remade from Modern Warfare 2. This is the first time a map has been remade in Advanced Warfare, and of course we did have Michael Condrey and Sledgehammer asking about map remakes and what would you like to see, and a lot of kind of people were discussing around remade maps, and it did turn out that Modern Warfare 2's Highrise is what we're getting, which makes me very happy. Let me know in the comment section which maps would you like to see remade in DLC 4. I think it's very likely they will do another remake, because they did ask about it a very long time ago. So if so, what map would you like to see brought back from any Call of Duty game? It can be a Black Ops game, a Modern Warfare game, but any Call of Duty game, I think it's very possible that they will do that, and hopefully we'll get another really cool map in DLC number 4. Then onto the zombies. This is a very interesting set of zombies, because you actually get a little bit of a plot twist where one of the main characters gets killed. Oz, the actual guy who was played by John Malkovich, he gets shot in the head, and that's a very strange thing to see right there. And at the end of DLC number 2, Zombies Infection, we did see this character kind of come down. He said he's going to kill one of the characters, so I guess that is the kind of plot development. And then we have a look at the actual zombies gameplay. They've got this new weird looking zombie with these kind of blue tubes around him. I believe he's able to teleport and kind of blink short distances. That's what he seems to do when he's actually running around, so interesting to see how he's going to work. There's a new trap on this map, which appears to be some sort of like meat grinder. It's very weird, and it just kind of rolls around and just tramples all these zombies. And you can also notice there's a brand new character in the list of characters on the left of the screen right there. So that's of course replacing Oz, who has been killed. And then we can also see a very weird ability, which appears to be players teleporting. I'm not sure whether these are the playable characters or whether they're some other NPCs, but they are definitely teleporting, so I have no idea what's going on right there. But you can see the kind of red orbs around them as they teleport from different parts of the map. We can see another trap or drop which is available, and this is called Explosive Touch, which has these nanobots kind of swarm around you, and it basically makes you impervious to all these zombies attacks, and it'll basically eat any zombies that come near you and try and touch you essentially. And then we get a look at the brand new wonder weapon for this map, which is looking very cool. It's called the LZ-52 Limbo, and what this thing is basically a railgun that shoots a blast kind of line of laser, and it literally just stays there and like cuts through the map, and it will cut through any zombies that are in the way. And I guess it's kind of called limbo because it's literally like a limbo line that they have to kind of go under. If they don't, they're literally going to get chopped in half. So this kind of laser beam, almost railgun type thing, kind of stays around the map, and I think it kind of moves as well, and any zombie that's kind of caught in that line is going to get completely destroyed. So that's a very interesting kind of mechanic of a weapon, and I definitely do like the idea of that. It seems like a very cool weapon. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this DLC breakdown. Let me know what you excited for in the comment section, which of the maps are your favorite. I'm sure a ton of you guys are excited to hop back on Highrise in Advanced Warfare, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like rating if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next video.